Welcome back, guys. So I did actually record sound for this one, but for some reason it doesn't exist. So you're getting a voiceover after the fact. Luckily, I just recorded, so I know mainly what I was talking about, and none of it's important. But you are going to get me voice recorded over it. Not my usual style, but unfortunately necessary in this case. So, we're heading out to grab some materials that we can pan. That's what I was checking in the map. I was checking where the nearest thing was. So we're heading over there. We have bony soil, but you only get treasure from bony soil, and we need metal. Copper specifically. As you can see here, that's a deer. Food. However, you can also see my aim sucks. I decided to try and chase it since it looked like it went in the same direction. But, it's small. Yeah. Oh, yeah, those are edible mushrooms. I don't know why I didn't grab them. Still holding out hope. I gave up, though. Anyway, I was like, okay, cool, we finally found the gravel. Let's go. So I start... Well, first I look around a little bit. Obviously. And I start gathering some gravel. I sped this up, if you couldn't tell. We grabbed a stack. Because blackguards have worse luck with panning and just a lot of things. We don't have good luck. I don't have a pan yet, so I had to break a log to grab one. You know how it is. Put that in. This is where I realized I don't remember the recipe. I don't know why I kept putting them like that. Like it was gonna magically not make a club. This is also how I discovered that you can make pan armor. So that's interesting. I do have an automatic panning mod installed, but that's way later. And also, I don't know how it works. So, I finally figured it out. So, it's a win. Death Cave. Death Cave. We're just heading back. And of course, I find copper. Why wouldn't I find copper? I mean, come on. Obviously, now that I've resigned myself. Oh, that's a bear. Never mind. Now that I've resigned myself to panning, obviously now I have to find copper deposits. That's how it works, right? Anyway, decided to check up on the farm a little bit. Gotta see that everything's growing, and it is, which is nice. I don't know why that one specific piece of flax decided to grow faster than the others. But I'm proud of it, and I hope it knows that. So fun fact, your luck is actually based off of, how much water you're panning in. Which is why I'm panning in something like this, otherwise I would never. I hate water in video games. But since there's, somewhat a structure behind me, I can pretend that it's not there. But anyway, this is me organizing my inventory a little bit. That was me going, yeah, I'll grab bony soil. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, I'll grab it. So this is me going to grab my bony soil. I could have probably panned closer to the house. But, eh. Also, this was ready. I was gonna put it out here. But then I was like, oh yeah, it actually is better if it's underground. And my little hovel is in fact underground. So I decided I should probably put it down here. Makes sense to me. So I'm just grabbing all the food, putting it in there. Listen, this is the most exciting this entire playthrough gets today. Me, just all of the food, all of the food. I don't know why I opened that again. Not... Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm sure I was saying great stuff. I just can't remember any of it. I got confused why I had an extra block, because I forgot that I dug a hole. So I just put it there, which works. So, not a problem. I, don't know why it didn't record my voice. Honestly, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm glad it did it on this episode, though, because this episode's short. I'm panning. I don't know what you want me to say. It's always good to get, like, copper spearheads, because that way I can use them. This music's kind of jaunty. Oh, this was me, so going through what I got. So I got some lapis. I was gonna put the quartz away, and then I realized I don't need it. I got some okay stuff. We're keeping the copper arrowheads, because once we get a chisel, we can break those down. For some reason, you can't stack those two together, which I think is stupid. It's stupid. Right? It's just stupid. Yeah. Anyway, so... Temporal gear. Wasn't expecting that. But, time to go set my spawn. If you haven't played Vintage Story, what a temporal gear does is, if you hold it and point it at the ground, while holding it, you reset your spawn point. Boom. You can also use it to restore temporal stability by, like, stabbing yourself with your knife and holding it in your offhand, which is interesting. Slay. I realized I didn't have any food in my bowl, which is why I did that. I'm smart, I swear. Yeah. Back to panning. I organize my inventory every now and again, is why you see pauses. I also throw away every single piece of quartz I get that isn't clear quartz, because I can use clear quartz. I can't use normal quartz, not yet. I don't have that much fire clay. Yeah, I'm just panning, man. That was all this episode is. You see me look up at the sky every now and again, it's because it's pretty, and I was so bored. I don't think you understand how bored I was recording this. Anyway, I finally got the amount I needed, so I can go home. I decided to leave my pan there. No reason to not leave it there. You know. Sorry. I woke up like an hour ago and immediately recorded. You could probably tell by my movements in-game as well. I just stared for a while, man. This is me checking stuff and putting stuff away. I will later realize that I put stuff away in the wrong things, so I will put them away in other things. I'm smart like that. So, next episode will be me smelting stuff and finally doing the copper deposits that I have found. The very few copper deposits I have found. I found like 2. I had to pan. I had literally no other choice. Trust me, I would have also preferred exploring and doing cool stuff. However, we already tried that in the ruin episode, and it didn't work. I always like to have 3 spears. And now 2 of them are copper, which is great. Really great, honestly. Copper spears are such an upgrade, it's not even funny. It's so great. Anyway, we're finally gonna go to sleep. Honk me me me. Oh no, our food's getting really low. Luckily for us, you can eat while sleeping. That shouldn't be possible. Anyway, this episode was boring, but next episode will not be as boring. So I will see you guys then. Goodbye.